Well, we're all wondering when we're going to get to see Creature Commandos, and now James Gunn himself has given us some pretty big clues on how long we're going to have to wait before we finally see the show. Let's break down what he said on Threads, what clues he gave, and what implications for the DCU it actually has. Let's dive in. Now, before we do that though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos, and we want to be your place for all the superhero and Creature Commando news, but we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently so you are really in the know. Well, James Gunn continues to be very active on social media, really revealing a lot of details to fans if they're brave enough to ask. Now, the first entry in the new DCU is going to be Creature Commandos, an animated series coming to Max that will introduce the DC Comics team created by J.M. DeMatteis and Pat Broderick several decades ago. Now, we have a ton of casting details for the show already in place and a lot of big names, but the big question has been all along, when will we finally get to see the show? We know Superman Legacy is coming our way in 2025, so many fans are kind of worried we still have a big wait for Creature Commandos, but I think Gunn set those worries at ease. Now, recently he was asked over on Threads at what point in 2024 would we get to see the show, early or late, and he gave a very simple one-word answer: later. Now, simple answers are often the easiest to understand, and it sounds like to me he actually really doesn't know. As many of you know, animation takes a really long time to pull together. If you're fans of Young Justice or even Marvel's animation, you know this is often measured in multiple years. And Gunn took over the DCU a little more than a year ago, meaning at best, Creature Commandos has been in the studio being animated for probably about 8 or 9 months. This suggests to me the show will most likely be complete sometime late in the summer or maybe even early fall, like September. This would likely mean we would see the show on the streaming service, well, quite honestly, this time next year. I actually think if Marvel has a big success pairing the holiday season with their release of What If, well, James Gunn is picking the parts from Marvel Studios that have really worked, and I think he'll do exactly that with Creature Commandos. Now, how Commandos will be released, we still don't know. We know it's coming to HBO Max, but it's still unclear if it'll be dropped in binge format or a once-a-week new episode format, which HBO Max favors. Obviously, this is going to play big in the new DCU, and James Gunn is putting a lot of work into the series. We know he wrote the series and handpicked the cast, which includes David Harbour, Frank Grillo, Sean Gunn, Zoe Chow, and Alan Tudyk, with Viola Davis coming back as Amanda Waller. So it is an all-star cast and should be something that's quite a lot of fun and really stand out. When we finally get the first trailer and official look at the series, well, we're going to have to wait and see.